welcome to Bet Smarter with Luciana, the UFC vlog brought to you by Stake.com. I'm back from Vegas where I saw some incredible fight action on Saturday night, and this weekend we have a monster card at UFC 269 where Stake.com will once again be on the mat. Plus I have an exclusive for you in this week's episode. First up on the main card this weekend, and it's Julian Paiva versus Sean O'Malley in an explosive matchup that could develop into an all-out brawl with both going for the knockout. This is one of the toughest tests of O'Malley's career so far, but I cannot see the Sugar Show losing this one. He has powerful hands, great height, spinning kicks, and is truly unpredictable. Paiva has good durability though, so I expect this to go the distance with O'Malley taking the win. Next up, I'm going to talk about another explosive striking affair and much-awaited flyweight debut for Cody Garbrandt against Kai Kara France. If Garbrandt can make the weight cut, then he's the more experienced fighter. But the key factor will be the retention of power, and I think he will hold more of that on the night of the fight. We have seen France knocked out a few times in his career so far, and he will find it tough to handle the heavy hands of his opponent here. That's why I'm tipping No Love Garbrandt to take the win. Next up, and as promised, I have a special treat for you guys, as this week I conducted an exclusive interview with the incredible Alexa Grasso. She told me all about the plans for her fight against Viviane Araújo in January, as well as some inside knowledge on the UFC 269 card. So without further ado, let's dive straight in. Hi Alexa, how are you? And how has your recovery from injury been going?
Hola, estoy muy bien, muy contenta, un gusto. Bien, bueno, desafortunadamente las lesiones son cosas que pasan en el deporte, a nadie le gustan, pero voy muy bien, muy contenta y súper motivada para mi próxima pelea.
Okay. Your return to the octagon will see you up against number 7 Viviane Araújo in front of a big crowd in California at UFC 270. How excited are you and what do you make of this matchup?
Bueno, principalmente estoy agradecida con el UFC por esta increíble pelea. Me motiva también mucho estar de nuevo con audiencia, voy a ver al público, muchas personas que se quedaron con muchas ganas de verme pelear el año pasado. Vivi es una increíble oponente y bueno, sé que va a ser una increíble pelea para las dos.
Given the submission credentials of your opponent, how will you be preparing to counter her threat on the ground?
Sí, yo sé que ella es muy buena en el piso, pero yo también he mejorado muchísimo esa área. He estado en 2 peleas en donde casi someto a mis oponentes, entonces esta no va a ser la excepción. Cada vez la Alexa peleadora que ven está mejorando y bueno, esta vez van a ver todavía mucha más mejoría en mi lucha y en mi piso.
Okay. How does it feel to be sharing the card with fellow Stake ambassador and undisputed heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou? And what do you think his method of victory will be?
Bueno, sé que Francis tiene una gran pelea enfrente, tiene un oponente muy duro, ambos tienen una increíble técnica, sabemos que de un golpe pueden acabar para cualquier lado la pelea. Me da mucho gusto compartir la cartelera con él, también que ambos seamos parte del equipo de Stake y bueno, creo que definitivamente tiene que moverse mucho footwork, mover más la cabeza y aguantar el ritmo de su oponente, ya que él está acostumbrado a pelear durante mucho tiempo.
I must tell you, the last time I did this, Chito Vera gave us a prediction and it came off. So if you have one, please feel free to give our Stake players an early prediction.
Ok, bueno, si todo sale de acuerdo como yo lo estoy haciendo, obviamente sabemos que en la pelea todo puede pasar, pero yo estoy súper comprometida, no tengo ninguna sumisión, victoria por sumisión, así que estoy súper enfocada en eso. Voy sí o sí a tener mi primer sumisión en una pelea.
Okay, so looking ahead to this weekend in UFC 269, are there any matchups apart from the 2 title fights you think we should be looking out for?
Bueno, hay muchas peleas muy buenas, pero bueno, yo en lo personal, a mí me gusta ver todas las peleas femenil. Hay 2 peleas de 125 de chicas, creo que todos deberían verlas. Y la que más me emociona es Pedro Muñoz contra Dominic Cruz.
Okay. And speaking of the title fights, how do you see the battle between Amanda Nunes and Juliana Peña going?
Ay, bueno, Amanda es una gran dominante de la categoría, sabemos que es muy agresiva, es muy, muy peligrosa. Definitivamente veo a Amanda dominando esta pelea.
The battle between Charles Oliveira and Dustin Poirier suggests a real close matchup. What do you think the challenger Poirier has to do to take out the champ?
Bueno, Poirier tiene una gran responsabilidad enfrente de Charles, ya que él somete mucho, es muy activo, es muy peligroso. Ya vimos que también noquea, tiene un gran poder en las manos. Creo que la clave de la victoria para Dustin será continuar con la presión, no dejar que Charles en ningún momento se acomode, que si se van al piso jamás dejarlo dominar, ya que podemos ver alguna sumisión ahí, pero creo que la presión va a ser la clave para Dustin.
Mm-hmm. Finally, can you give your best prediction for this weekend's event that stake players can get on board with?
Bueno, yo creo que Charles se queda con la victoria por una sumisión y Amanda Nunes un increíble knockout.
Okay, thank you so much for your time and good luck in your preparation for your next fight in January.
Muchísimas gracias, un gusto, no se la pierdan.
It was great to hear from Alexa there, and that will be a great fight to watch at UFC 270 next month. On to the title fights, and the first of them sees the GOAT, Amanda Nunes, taking on Juliana Peña. And I'm going with Alexa on this one. Nunes just won't lose. She has a championship experience, more power, better boxing, and could even submit. However, I think the more likely outcome is the knockout, and my guess is the Lioness will do that to continue her journey towards the Hall of Fame. Finally, it's a matchup that fight fans have been dreaming of between Charles Oliveira and Dustin Poirier, as the best two lightweights go to war to determine the true champion. Brazilian Oliveira has the most finishes in the UFC with 17, and he is a worthy champion who has the skills to rule the division for many years. He also has great defensive striking, powerful knees, and is arguably the best submission fighter of all time. On the other side, though, will be the Diamond, who has an unbreakable desire to be champion and an incredible resume. Conor McGregor twice, Max Holloway, Anthony Pettis, Dan Hooker, and Justin Gaethje are just some of the names he's beaten. He's won the interim belt before, and I believe his pressure, cardio, and power will be the deciding factor here to help him take the win. For the last pay-per-view event of the year, Stake have an incredible offer on the two title fights, giving you up to 5 times your winnings depending on which round the fight ends in. It's an offer worthy of this incredible card, so check out the website for all the details. I cannot wait to see the action unfold in Vegas on Saturday night. Have a great weekend, and I'll be back next week for my final preview of the year. Speak to you then. Ciao.